Hi everyone, it's Nicole for Simon Says Stamp, and today I'm going to share some stamped rainbow flying geese featuring the August 2023 card kit called Retro Wishes. This beautiful card kit is chock full of amazing products, and I did take a few additional supplies from my stash to make my cards. We're going to start by cutting the white sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock into 4 equal pieces. Basically, that gives us 4 card fronts, or in this case, I'm going to use 2 of them to stamp and 2 of them for the embossed background. Then I'm going to take one of the beautiful pattern papers from the kit. This is from the PinkFresh Lovely Blooms 6x6 paper pad, and I am going to cut just a little bit of that into strips, or cut a strip off, I guess I should say. I saved the rest of that rainbow sheet for another project. I'm going to take one of the white 4¼ by 5½ inch panels that I trimmed down, and taking the large triangle from the kit, we're placing it in our MISTI along one edge, and this is the larger of the 2 triangles. Now, a flying geese is a quilting term, and when I saw this stamp and the smaller size, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to create some rainbow looking flying geese? So what I'll be doing is moving my cardstock and then stamping a new color each time. So I'm going to need to clean that stamp in between each color change. My first color here was watermelon. Next, we're going to do some cantaloupe. And I did start with the full panel, and then I'll trim it down in a little bit. I probably could have stamped it a little closer to the edge, but I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to bring it all together at this point. I really just started with this stamped border. Next, we're going to stamp some Sunbeam. And the stamp set, the white cardstock, and then the TROPIC ink that I'll be using here in a minute are all from the kit. So as I am creating, I will mention each of the items that come in this kit. Next, we have Limelicious. And then we will do a little TROPIC and then Lilac. So again, the TROPIC comes in your kit. And now I did have to move my triangle once. I tried not to move it more than once on each card, I believe. TROPIC is one of my favorite colors, and I just love how bright and happy this border is. And then just to finish it off, we will stamp one remaining triangle down here at the bottom. The MISTI makes it so convenient to do this. Okay, now that we have this panel, and I absolutely love it, I could have stamped a whole bunch of these. Let's go ahead and take the smaller size triangle and let's stamp another one. I love this one so much that I thought, let's just see how it looks in the smaller size. So again, I'm going to line up this triangle with the edge of my cardstock. Now, it is quite a bit smaller, like almost half the size, and because of that, I can get a lot more colors, or I can repeat the pattern. I opted to do a few more colors. And I love how that little stripe pattern paper is going to look with this border. I think it'll be really fun. So I have stamped a bunch of them, as you can see here, and then I'm going to finish. That's a little bit of the Marine Positively Saturated ink. And then we'll do Lilac. So the colors I pulled in, up at the top is Carnation. Then we're going to have some Marine for the blue. Back to the Lilac, that's I used on the previous card, and then we're going to use some Sweets to round it out, which is kind of a pinky purple. and I think that will look beautiful. So whether you do the big or the small or any color combination that you like, I think it just turns out to be a super fun border for any card. Once I have these two backgrounds, I want to go ahead and emboss something for the very background of my card. I love how the flying geese border looks, but I felt like I needed a little additional interest. Included in the kit today is the Margot tile embossing folder, and it is gorgeous. I am going to take those two remaining 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panels, and I'm going to emboss each of those with this embossing folder. Just running it straight through my die cutting machine. Very quick and easy. It's going to give us a beautiful textured background that has lots of added interest. Just something to kind of, elevate the card design very quickly and easily. And I love that. Now, I do think that my backgrounds, it's a lot of white, and a little splatter would help or benefit the design by giving it that added interest. And so I am going to take a little bit of Salvage Patina Distress ink, Distress Stain, and I am going to spritz the backgrounds super light. I just want little bits of splatter here and there. And then I also want to stamp my greetings on these borders before I trim them down. The greetings are from the Retro Witches 6x8 clear stamp set included in the kit. I will use a black ink. When I am stamping black text, I love to use the VersaFine Onyx black ink. It's very crisp black, and I always get good results. So I stamped Birthday Wishes. It does slightly overlap my flying geese border. And then I'm also going to stamp my Sending Thanks. That is going to overlap as well. And I think I'll just center that one. It doesn't really matter however you want to do it, but I just was kind of playing around, figuring out placement, did each of them just slightly different. Again, we're going to ink that up with the VersaFine Onyx black ink. And I love how that looks. In the finished card design, you will notice that there are some little starbursts or sparkles that are stamped in black. I did end up adding those a little bit later. I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to put those, and you will see that here in a minute. So I want to evenly, I'm eyeballing it, leave as much room on what will be the left side as the right. I just have it upside down, and I like that. And look how it looks on that embossed Margot tile background. Perfect. I originally thought that I might use some of that craft cardstock, forgetting that I had that little rainbow border that I trimmed earlier. Well, I like that. I think that ties into the rainbow theme a lot better. This is about a 2-inch strip that I cut off the rest of my panel. And I am going to take that, cut it in half, and then cut each half in half again. So each of these measures approximately a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and leave those the full length and trim off any excess here in a minute. But that way I can hide these underneath each edge of my flying geese strips. And it looks like it's the full sheet of cardstock, but I can get it by with just this little scrap that's left over, and it adds the perfect, fun little rainbow decorative touch. Isn't that going to be cute? I love that. So next, let's trim down our other background. And of course, this flying geese background is a little bit bigger, so it's going to be a little wider. And then you can save those leftover pieces of white cardstock for another project. In my splatter box, I am going to spritz very quickly that Distress Stain in Salvage Patina. It's kind of my go-to color. And you can see it's just some splatters. I kind of just gently depressed the little sprayer so that it would leave some bigger splatters and then a little bit of spray. On my rainbow flying geese strip, I am going to take the little starburst, and I want to add a few additional little stamped images. I like these little sparkles. We'll stamp these in that same black ink. And I will do this for both panels, although you will see in the second one that I accidentally forgot to stamp them and I'd already mounted it on the rainbow strips. Now I do have a fun hack for attaching our stamped piece to the rainbow strips. Because it's a small piece, I like to line it up with the edge of my MISTI and add some adhesive down one side of the strip and then use the MISTI as a guide to attach. This is going to help you get it nice and straight. I really need to turn that the other way, I think. I think I'll get better results. Oh no, that's fine. And there you go. Perfectly aligned, and then I can just snip off any of that extra. Now the problem is I forgot to stamp my little black sparkles. So I am going to go back to my MISTI, use a little Post-it tape to tape off my rainbow pattern paper border so that I don't get any black ink on that, because I really like the look of my black sparkles slightly hanging off of the sides in different areas. So we'll just go ahead and lay those in, and then just take a Post-it note or a scrap piece of paper or Post-it tape in this case and tape it off and start stamping. And I will do this in several areas just to kind of tie it all together again, as I mentioned. Add a couple more. And that looks pretty good. Maybe one more or two more, one more at the top and one more small one down at the bottom, I think is what I chose to do. And it's a fun, quick and easy border. So many different ways to use all of the different layering elements in this stamp set. Very, very fun. And again, this is called Retro Wishes 6x8 stamp set. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and put our cards together. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my strips using the dot runner from Simon Says Stamp. For the smaller Flying Geese border, I shifted it over to the right. For the bigger one, I just centered it right in the middle of that Margot tile. Then I'm going to take a little bit of liquid glue and we're going to add a little red heart to each. It's embellishment time. I'm going to take some silver pearls from Pretty Pink Posh and we're going to embellish the center of our sparkles with these silver pearls. Just a really simple finishing touch. And then attach the entire panel to top fold white card bases. I love using the triangle trays from Simon Says Stamp to hold my small embellishments while I'm working. It really allows you to kind of see what you have a little easier, pick them up with your embellishment wand, and then they funnel back into your storage little bag or container so easily. Now, of course, with these beautiful cards, I thought this was a perfect opportunity to create coordinating envelopes. On the front of two white Simon Says Stamp envelopes, I am going to create the Flying Geese borders. So on one, I'm going to do the small border, and on the other, I will do the big border. This is going to be replicated from the cards, so I am going to speed this up just a little bit to save some time. Whether stamping the border for the card or the envelope, what I found worked the easiest for me was to simply place the stamp in my MISTI and then move the paper around that to get it lined up. And if there's a little bit of a gap, there was a little gap there, I didn't worry about it too much. This is the envelope, and so I just kind of went with it. And you're going to see that I had to go with it a little bit more on the second envelope, but again, it's the envelope. If it had been the card that the next little incident happened on, I probably would have just redone it. And I just filled that entire bottom border. I absolutely love it. I think it just gives a beautiful presentation. So I was almost all the way finished with my second envelope using the large triangle, and a terrible thing happened. I dropped my ink pad right in my MISTI and it skidded along that left corner of my design. It's in the video, so you're going to see it, but so I did want to mention it here so you know that I did decide to just roll with it. It ends up, I don't think it's that bad. But if that happens to you, you can always start over, or you can do like I did and just make the best of it. Often when it goes through the post office anyway, it doesn't end up looking that fantastic, the envelope. And so I thought, well, we're just gonna roll with it. And here is where that happens. Like I said, I was almost at the end and I dropped that purple ink pad. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for these 2 cards with matching envelopes featuring the Simon Says Stamp August card kit called Retro Wishes. The supplies I used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube for your convenience. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.